Welcome, welcome. I'm Dr. Jessica Bueller, and I'm here with Desiree Nelson to talk to you guys about biohacking your body and about taking control of your biology using nutrition. So I want to tell you just a little bit about my background. My doctorate's in chiropractic, and I have additional certifications in acupuncture and a technique called NATE, an allergy elimination technique. And I really wasn't, I had dabbled in nutrition, and I had intently researched nutrition in regards to cancer diagnosis of one of my friends, and also a diagnosis of Alzheimer's for my grandma. And but otherwise, I really hadn't done all that much with research. And when this was introduced to me, I just kind of took me back to a time frame where I just thought, man, what if I'd had this information, even 2 years ago? And so hopefully you'll find some value in what you're going to learn about, and you'll find you'll think of ways that this could apply to you, and perhaps this will be something that is right for you. For me, it was definitely based on the research that I even got interested in it, and I've seen amazing results in my own family and in the people that I love and care about, and that is why we are here sharing this information with you tonight. I'm going to just shorten this up so that you guys can see the slide and let Desiree explain this one.
So one of the most common questions I get when I talk about this is, why do I need this? I take supplements, I eat well, I drink plenty of water. How is this different from anything that I'm already doing? Well, if this were the case and it were enough by supplementing and eating proper, we would have a ton of healthy people living to be 100 and over. But we know that's not the case, and we know that the rate of disease has been rising for years. One reason is because our bodies are being hijacked in ways that they weren't many years ago. They're being hijacked physically, emotionally, biochemically. There's toxins in our water, in our food, in the air, in our cleaning products, and our skincare products. Plus, we have EMFs from cell phones and radios and all kinds of technology that is consuming our lives. People say, I take supplements, some of which are in what you're suggesting that I should be taking. And again, if that were enough, the cancer rates, neurological issues, and other health issues would be declining. They're rising at significant rates. Biohacking is a completely different mindset. Instead of supplementing a deficiency, we're activating cells in our bodies using herbs. The synergy of the blend in these herbs has the ability to turn on parts of your cells, allowing them to function as they're intended. You're virtually turning on the good genes and turning off the bad genes. It's a pretty big deal. It's the difference of throwing a Dixie cup of water on a house fire compared to turning on the sprinkler system in a house fire. As you can see, the difference is quite impressive.
We are going to watch next the ABC Primetime Investigative Report that launched this company into the forefront of nutrigenomics and began what has now been a decade of biohacking.
The following is an ABC Primetime Investigative Report that aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life.
It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me?
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses. It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma.
I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks, even mental disease. Yes, depression, Alzheimer's disease, depression. So we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The following.
All right. The clip goes on, so if you have never seen it before, we'll be glad to get you that, or whoever invited you to watch this could get you a longer rendition. But you get the gist from that. So, you know what, with traditional ABC primetime investigative reports, they're often in with a negative spin. And what's different about this is the only ABC primetime report done on a natural product to have not only validated what our claim was, which was to get a reduction in oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, but John Quinones had a 45% reduction in just 2 weeks. So what is oxidative stress exactly, and why would you want to reduce it? So oxidative stress, like they said, is linked to aging. It's linked to hundreds of conditions, symptoms, and diseases, which you are more than welcome to look up on Google Scholar or PubMed. That's where doctors do their research, and you'll be able to find some scholarly research articles connecting oxidative stress to many things that you may or may not have going on, including aging. So oxidative stress is when our free radicals are when they cause damage to our cells. So much like the rusting of the apple, this is what happens to us deep within inside our cells. And they happen when we are exposed to toxins in our environment, in our products that we put on our bodies, and our foods that we put in our bodies. Even when we breathe and we digest our food, we produce oxidative stress. So it's not a matter of whether you have it, it's more a matter of how significant your oxidative stress level is, how much of that load that you are bearing, and how well your body is compensating with that. So typically it was thought that the solution for oxidative stress for free radicals was to neutralize free radicals with a 1-to-1 ratio with antioxidants, direct antioxidants. So eating things like fruits and vegetables. And then they figured out that it's even more powerful if you can use superfruits, super vegetables. And they started adding antioxidants into everything. You see them added to water even. So, but they're all direct. They just work at a 1-to-1 ratio. But with NRF2 activation, what happens is we are able to activate this NRF2 protein messenger within inside every cell in our body. And that little messenger attaches to our DNA, and it causes an expression of certain genes. And one of those genes that is turned on is your body's ability to produce its own antioxidant enzymes. And it starts producing them at a rate of 1,000,000 to 1. So every second, you're putting out 1,000,000 antioxidants. Every second. So think about that. It's not even possible to eat that many, right? But if we could put them and produce them through a pathway that's already in our bodies, we know that it'll be more potent and more effective. So with Protandim, our NRF2 synergizer, it has been proven to lower oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. And it's a cumulative effect. So the longer you take it, the more the reduction. We've seen up to 70% in 90 days. It supports the natural cellular repair and rejuvenation processes. And it was shown in a study done by the National Institute on Aging to increase the median lifespan of male mice by 7%, which is on average about 5 years in human. And it's made of 5 herbals. You can see across the bottom there. And we have BSCG and NSF certifications as well. There's also a synergy to our components where the action is greater than the sum of the parts. So if you took these all separately, you could not get the same effect. But with the exact blend that is in our Protandim, there's an 18-fold increase in the expression of the antioxidant gene. That means it's 1,800% more effective to use our Protandim with its low dose of the components, ashwagandha, bacopa, green tea, milk thistle, and curcumin, than it is to take those things independently. These are the universities and organizations that have studied Proteandum and found, given their own evidence backing its effectiveness and what it can do in the body. Here's one from 2015. NRF2, a master regulator of detoxification and also antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and other cytoprotective, meaning cell protection, mechanisms, is raised by health-promoting factors. NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine by Washington State University. Oregon State University said, when it finds a problem, NRF2 essentially goes back to the cellular nucleus and rings the alarm bell where it can turn on up to 200 genes that are responsible for cell repair, detoxification of carcinogens, protein and lipid metabolism, antioxidant protection, and other actions. In their report, the scientists called it a longevity assurance factor. How about this one from the Multiple Sclerosis Journal? And published by a drug company called Biogenetic, who studied our product in comparison to their drug, which has side effects including death. But they found that NRF2 activators are able to protect oligodendrocytes, that's the basic cell of the nervous system, against ROS-induced cytotoxicity. So this is our oxidative stress load, right? There's finding protection, but what did they find? What did they note? All the NRF2 activators that they tested were able to produce this effect, but interestingly, Proteandum, a dietary supplement consisting of herbal ingredients, was the most potent inducer and therefore may be the most suited as a therapeutic strategy. You guys, this is some seriously good information. If you hear nothing else from this presentation, please hear what I just already told you and look this up. There is not this much peer-reviewed published research on any single product of this exact product. Like there are studies on different products, on different categories of products, but never on a specific formulation, on our exact formulation. And this is so cool. Desiree, could you tell us about mitochondrial dysfunction?
Sure. So after several years of having NRF2 on the market and reducing oxidative stress, our scientists asked, what else is out there? What else can we target? What they found is that the #2 cause of aging and disease, with oxidative stress being #1, is mitochondrial dysfunction. Mitochondria are our energy production, our powerhouse of energy, or the engine of our cells, if you will. We give it food and it produces ATP energy. Mitochondria are the key regulator of glucose-stimulated insulin. Mitochondria are prevalent in your brain cells, the heart, muscle cells, your eyes, the kidneys, the ovaries. It supports your healthy circulatory and cardiovascular systems. If you or someone you know struggles with neurological issues, muscle weakness, low energy production, reproductive issues, or heart issues, chances are that you or they have some sort of mitochondrial dysfunction. Our cells are constantly replicating. This is important to know because our cells replicate a copy of what they are. Meaning, if you have fuzzy, dysfunctional mitochondria, they're going to replicate as fuzzy, dysfunctional mitochondria. As this happens over and over again, we become susceptible to disease and struggle with sleep, focus, and energy. And this is often when we are finding that our immune system is weak. So what they found is Proteandum NRF1, like Proteandum NRF2, is composed of 5 natural herbs in low dosages. The synergy of this blend being responsible for the activation of the NRF1 pathway. The activation of this pathway repairs the cellular damage caused by that oxidative stress, making bigger, better, stronger mitochondria. We're able to begin repairing the body at the cellular level. Proteandum NRF1 and NRF2 are known as the 1-2 punch. These two products complement each other well. NRF2 reducing that oxidative stress level, and NRF1 repairing the damage caused by that oxidative stress.
The next product we're going to tell you about is Physique Pro Bio. So we have our two activators, our synergizers, NRF2 and NRF1, and this is a supplement. Physique Pro Bio is a probiotic. The microbiome in your gut is so important for so many things. But 75% of your immune function, a majority of your neurotransmitter, 90% of your serotonin, 50% of your dopamine. There are so many good things that happen in your gut, not to mention the digestion and absorption of your food and the protection by creating a barrier lining, protecting you from allergies. So, but what makes our probiotic different, right, is a BioTract and Wellmune technology. Patented BioTract lining allows it to slow release in the small and large intestine, and it has this coating that allows it to bypass the stomach acid and get deep into the intestine where we need it to be, where we need it to colonize to give its benefit. And because of this technology, we have a 60% survival rate that delivers 15 times the bacteria to the gut than other similar products. So this is a big deal. And Wellmune technology just adds an extra immune system boost. How about omegas?
So omegas are super important for our brain, our heart, and our skin health. The American diet contains tons of omega-6s, which are basically fillers. We want to avoid omega-6s. What you're looking for are omega-3s and omega-7s. These increase the omega-7s increase the metabolic rate and help prevent fat cells from forming. Not to be used as weight loss, but it does increase your metabolic processes and prevents the body from storing more fat. This particular omega is rich in EPA and DHA, and it has added in some vitamin D3. Our omegas are incredibly fresh. They can be traced directly back to the boat where the fish was caught for its meat.
These four products together collectively make what we call the Vitality Stack. And the Vitality Stack won Stevie Bronze winner for the International Business Awards last year. So NRF2, NRF1, Omega Plus, and Physique, and it comes in bottles or in to-go packets. So you can choose your level of biohacking, right? Maybe you want to start with NRF2. Maybe you want the NRF2 and NRF1, both synergizers. Maybe you want activated essentials. Well, you have NRF2, NRF1 in our ProBio, or maybe you're ready for the Vitality Stack already. The Vitality Stack is what my family and I use. So we're going to go through some other products that the company has very briefly. And then if you need more details, please get back to the person that invited you to this webinar. This is Axio, which is our brain food, our liquid brain food. It's a powder you add to water to increase energy and help with mental clarity and focus, but it really unlocks your brain's potential. Look at this little guy. I think he's in the first grade here, before NRF2 and Axio, and then after 1 week, just 1 week, look at his ability to write those words. So, you know, if you want to kill a workout, drink it before it. If you want to really focus for a presentation, drink it before it. If you need a pick-me-up in the morning or in the afternoon, or if you really just want to, you know, have a good focused brain, this is your go-to. Then we have NRF2 activation for our four-legged friends, for dogs. People were giving our NRF2 Protandem to their animals and seeing such huge changes. They formulated a version just for dogs. Dogs have an oxidative stress rate 7 times that of humans, and so we see the same benefits we would see in humans in dogs as well. And then because of our National Institute of Aging study, that are not our study, we didn't do the study, the National Institute of Aging published it. and they found that we were the only natural product proven to be anti-aging. And so the company took that formulation and they put it into a skincare line. So this has our Protandim Nerve2 action in a 4-step skincare line, and it works really good. Along with a hair care system. This is the world's only Nerve2 activating hair care system for the scalp and the hair follicle. It has a shampoo, conditioner, and a scalp serum. And then this is our Physique weight loss, weight management line, sorry. Some use it for loss and some use it just to maintain. So we have our Physique Whey Protein, which has 18 grams of slow release and fast release proteins to help you feel full longer. And Physique Prebiotic. Prebiotic is food for your probiotic. So this is different, right? If you think of probiotic like the seeds in a garden, the prebiotic would be similar to the fertilizer. You need it to make those seeds really produce. And then, of course, Physique Fat Burn, which is targeted at dissolving that stubborn visceral fat that surrounds our organs. Okay, Desiree, can you do this one?
Sure. So after the ABC investigative report aired, these products were being sold in health food stores, and people didn't really know what it was. So when this aired on the investigative report on ABC, it led to a massive request for product, and the company was just a small biotech company, and they were not able to fulfill that need. So as this was sitting on shelves and people did not know what a Nerve2 activator was, the company was losing money. They knew they had their hands on something that people needed and something that worked. So they talked with somebody and they decided that they were going to try it as a direct sales company, which Dr. McCord was not happy with. This MLMs have a stigma to them, he said, and so after their 6-month trial with the direct sales and talking to people and telling them what the product did, they had I can't remember the percentage, they had a huge increase in sales in the 6 months, which is how this became an MLM company. It's publicly traded on the NASDAQ. I can't see the rest of it, Jess, sorry.
And there's an exemplary corporate leadership of more than 100 years of combined experience in the network marketing industry. Okay, so this is where we are coming in, you guys. You can see that LifeVantage is at the very beginning of this momentum phase where you want to be with the right company at the right time, with the right products and the right people, right? Because you don't want to get in after the momentum's already come, because then everybody already knows about it. But no one has heard of this. Honestly, this company has been around since 2009, and there are still so few distributors, not only in the United States, but worldwide. It's also the time frame of the side hustle, right? It's a new gig economy. People are looking for things to do on the side to fulfill that need. And we're also looking for things to be convenient, easily accessible. From your phone or your laptop, you're able to do it instead of having to go into a store. So with this company, we have a proven system. We connect you with a team and you build this business from your phone, really. You get paid weekly, you get paid monthly, and you set up a network of consumers, people that just want to use the products, and also a network of distributors, people who not only want to share the products, but also maybe are looking for a little additional income, if not a complete income source with this business. And all of that is possible. So with a traditional plan, this is what happens, right? We go to school, we work for 40 to 50 years, and we save a little as we go, and we hope that we can save enough that we can eventually retire, and then we can live out our golden years. But what research is showing is that most people either cannot afford to retire when they get to retirement age, and or they are not in good enough health to enjoy those years that they could have enjoyed as they are at retirement age. But with LifeVantage, we have the option of going to school and then earning while we're learning. So you, like I said, you can do this as a side hustle. You can do this as a full-time gig. That's totally up to you. But it's a 2 to 5 year plan of doing consistent action so that hopefully you can build yourself a leveraged residual income and live more of your life longer. So the goal is, though, to never depend on a single income and make an investment of time and effort to create a second source. I don't know about you, but I don't know what it would be like for my family if my husband or I had to do this on our own, right? If we didn't have each other's income to raise our 5 kids. And so, you know, it's important for me to have that backup plan, right? That plan B into action. And also, it's just important in general for everyone, in my opinion, to have ways of having residual income. And so you do the work once and you continue getting paid for that work. So here is our biohacking regimen, right? Now, some people get overwhelmed when they see this. There's so many products, but I honestly can say I use everything on this screen. But I've replaced the things that I was using before. You're using shampoo and conditioner. You're using something on your face. And I was using nutrition products. So this is a clean biohacking regimen to activate pathways in your body to give you a better health outcome. So here are your options, and I would love it if you could get back to the person who invited you to this webinar and kind of let them know where you are, 1, 2, or 3. Are you ready to get started biohacking as a preferred customer? You love what you heard about the products. You might need a little more information, but you're really feeling that customer drive. Or are you interested in joining us biohacking and sharing this with others as a distributor? We would love to have you on our team. We want to help you. We want to coach you and be with you there as you grow and share this with the people that you love and care about. Or perhaps you know someone that we can help. Maybe while you were listening, you were thinking of people that could benefit from hearing this information. And we want to know that too. So just get back to the person who shared this with you and let them know where you are. Thank you for listening. We really appreciate it.